It all began with late-night music that rattled windows and echoed down the quiet suburban street. At first, it was just a minor annoyance, dismissed as a one-time party. But the noise returned night after night, turning restless evenings into sleepless ones. Neighbors grew agitated, whispering about the loud house at the end of the cul-de-sac. What seemed like a simple noise complaint quickly took root as simmering resentment. One resident finally filed a formal complaint with the HOA, unaware that this single act would ignite a feud far louder than the music itself. The homeowner accused of noise violations denied the claims outright, insisting they were being unfairly targeted. Yet, the HOA mailbox filled with written complaints from frustrated neighbors, each describing sleepless nights and constant disruptions. The accused retaliated by pointing fingers at others, claiming the neighborhood was ganging up on them. Tension spilled into sidewalks, with neighbors glaring across driveways and whispering at community gatherings. The HOA, unable to ignore the rising hostility, issued a formal violation notice. What began as irritation over music was rapidly evolving into a neighborhood-wide battle. Instead of calming down, the situation escalated further. Security cameras were installed by multiple households, capturing footage of cars coming and going late at night, amplifiers being unloaded, and gatherings that stretched past midnight. The accused neighbor called it fabricated evidence, insisting the videos were edited to frame them. Accusations of harassment joined the growing noise complaints, and the community split into factions. Some defended the right to enjoy their property, while others demanded peace and quiet. With no resolution in sight, the HOA announced a full hearing to settle the matter once and for all. The announcement of the hearing sent shockwaves through the neighborhood. Flyers were posted at the clubhouse, and homeowners whispered about the spectacle it would become. The feud had grown into entertainment, with neighbors eager to witness the drama firsthand. The HOA board prepared evidence binders gathering every complaint, photo, and video submitted. Meanwhile, the accused homeowner vowed to present their own defense, claiming discrimination and bias. Both sides dug in, ready for battle. What started as noise drifting through the night was now set to echo through the HOA's chambers in front of a full audience. The night of the hearing arrived, and the clubhouse was packed. Rows of folding chairs overflowed with homeowners eager to see the showdown. The board members sat sternly at the front table, stacks of documents before them. Witnesses stepped forward one by one, describing the sleepless nights and endless disruptions. Videos played on a projector, showing flashing lights and loud gatherings. Gasps rippled through the room as evidence piled high. The accused neighbor grew red-faced, flipping through their own binder of counterclaims. The atmosphere grew tense, every word adding fuel to the fire. As the accused presented their defense, the tone shifted from denial to accusation. They claimed the complaints were part of a vendetta, orchestrated by a neighbor who had always resented them. They pointed to photos of backyard gatherings hosted by others, insisting the board was targeting them unfairly. The room buzzed with murmurs, as spectators leaned forward in fascination. The hearing had transformed into a spectacle of personal grudges, old disputes, and deep-seated resentment. What was supposed to be about noise had unraveled into years of simmering neighborly tension, finally spilling out in public. The board wrestled with the chaos, attempting to restore order. After hours of testimony, accusations, and heated arguments, the room felt divided beyond repair. Some shouted for strict fines, others demanded fairness and leniency. The HOA president called for a closed session, and the room emptied in restless silence. Outside, neighbors debated in clusters, each convinced their side was right. The accused stood defiantly, surrounded by a small group of supporters, while the complainants fumed nearby. The stage was set for a verdict that could either heal or further fracture the fragile peace of the community. The board returned with its ruling. Heavy fines were imposed on the accused homeowner, along with restrictions on future gatherings. While some cheered the decision, others muttered about bias and overreach.
Ow!
The feud had been settled officially, but the damage lingered. Trust between neighbors had eroded, replaced by suspicion and resentment. The once quiet cul-de-sac would never feel the same, its harmony shattered by a feud that spiraled out of control. What began as noise complaints had turned into a battle that left scars across the entire neighborhood, a cautionary tale of how far neighbor disputes can go.